Because of that, nations that are bully nations see a weakness in the West, the unwillingness in the West, and people like Vladimir Putin in Russia make moves on nations like Soviet Georgia, Crimea, and most recently Ukraine to attack them. In fact, Vladimir Putin has had a desire to restore Russia to its former glory, and in so doing to humiliate the United States, whom he blames for the destruction of the Soviet Union. Vladimir Putin said that the USSR, and I'm quoting, was the greatest geopolitical catastrophe of the 20th century. Now, what's amazing is that 2,600 years ago, there was a Jewish prophet by the name of Ezekiel who foretold Russia's rise to power in the last days. He foretold of a coalition and a conflict that is typically known as the War of Gog and Magog. How many of you have heard of that? Gog and Magog. Okay, a lot of you are biblically informed, so you know about that. Ezekiel describes an eschatological conflict led by a leader of a region whose ancient name was Magog. Today, it is known as the Russian Federation. This leader forms a military alliance with other nations, and they all come to attack Israel at some point. Then, Ezekiel predicts something really incredible, and that is how those enemies that attack are dealt with, how the coalition is defeated. And as we read the text, we do not read about the superior military might of the Israelis, nor do we hear of the allies of Israel coming to help them. But we read about how God, on his own, supernaturally moves to defend Israel and destroy her enemies. The second reason this is fascinating is that as we go through the language in chapter 39 of Ezekiel, the language seems to imply the use of nuclear weaponry.